Okay, so who's ready for another rhythm game? I am, count me in, I love games. Okay, so today we've got two rhythms. The first rhythm is going to be the 3 taps because it's a new rhythm for us, okay? The 3 taps. And the second rhythm is also a new rhythm and it's the dotted long note. So when we get to that note, we have to hold it and we have to count 1, 2, 3, but you hold it long. 1, 2, 3, hold it. You'll see, okay, when we get to the piano. So there's only 2 rhythms. One will be with the 3 taps, and the other one will be where you have to hold the note for 3. Okay, let's see how we go. Okay, just for fun today, we are going to do a rhythm game with the 2 new rhythms that we've learnt. The first rhythm, so in this case, rhythm number 1 is going to be the 3 taps. 1, 2, 3. Rhythm number 2 is going to be the 1, 2, 3, our dotted long note, where we count 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we let go. Okay? So let's see if you can work out if it's rhythm number 1, and we've got 1, 2, 3 taps, or is it rhythm number 2 where we have a 1, 2, 3 dotted long note. Are you ready? Here we go. So starting on this elephant. What do you think? Rhythm number 1 or rhythm number 2? It's rhythm number 1. Good job. What about now? Is it rhythm number 1 or rhythm number 2? Rhythm number 1. Good job. What about now? Rhythm number 1 or rhythm number 2? It's rhythm number 2. Okay, what about now? Rhythm number 1 or rhythm number 2? It's rhythm number 2. Good. Now, it's your turn. On this cat here, I want you to play me rhythm number 1. Off you go. Okay, so on this cat, we should have had 1, 2, 3. Good. On the dog next to it, show me rhythm number 2. Off you go. So here we should have had 1, 2, 3. We are holding the 3, right? Good job. On this elephant, now it doesn't matter what finger number, we're just learning the rhythms, okay? Because this is new. On this elephant, I need you to do rhythm number 1 again. Off you go. Okay, so here we should have had 1, 2, 3. Good job. On this frog, show me rhythm number 2. Okay, so here we should have had 1, 2, 3. Done. On this giraffe, show me rhythm number 1. Okay, so here we should have had. Okay, now we're going to do it again, but this time I'm only going to ask you once. I'm not going to play it twice if it's rhythm number 1 or rhythm number 2 because we've had lots of practice. Okay, ready? So on this key here, is this rhythm number 1 or rhythm number 2? Rhythm number 1. Good job. What about now? Rhythm number 2. What about now? Rhythm number 1. What about now? Rhythm number 2. And the last one? Rhythm number 2. So it's very simple for this rhythm game today. There's 2 rhythms. One will have 3 taps So it's obvious, that's rhythm number 1. Or you'll have a really long sound that makes just one sound and holds for 3, and that's rhythm number 2. Okay, but we're just practicing these new rhythms that we've learned. Okay, that's what this is all for. So keep practicing your new rhythms. Have fun with it. Okay, so how did you go with the rhythm game? Was it really easy? I hope so. There's only 2 rhythms and they're really obvious. One has 3 taps and one has a really long note that you've got to count for 3. So it's one long sound. Yeah? So hopefully you didn't have any trouble with it, but we have to learn them because they are new rhythms. A dotted long note, which is worth 3, is a completely new note for this lesson. And our 3 tap notes is also a new rhythm that's new with this lesson, okay? So keep practicing. If you had trouble with it, just go over the video, a few times until it feels more natural to do 3. And the dotted, the dotted long note we've done in a previous lesson by itself. But I thought it was important to do the 2 new rhythms together in a game today. Hope you had fun.